Hello, all. Welcome to Melanin Madam. Tonight we have guests with us. So we have our normal people, my co-host Bambi, as well as the famous homie, and they can introduce themselves. And then we have one of our guests on time, usually my favorite, Tony. So I have everybody introduce themselves, and then we'll get started with the show for tonight.
What's going on, y'all? Y'all know who the fuck it is. The famous homie back again to talk this bullshit, say crazy shit, and get lit on this motherfucking podcast with my people. What's up, y'all?
Hey, y'all know who it is. It's the diva of them all. I'll say probably Dirty Mouth, Orbit, Clean It Up. That's me.
And y'all don't know who I am, but hopefully y'all will know who it is the next time I come on here. So I'll be famous like the homie down there.
Shabbat to that.
Okay. So, Tony, tell them what you do actually, and tell them where to find you. We'll start with you with that.
Well, it's a little off topic for this show, but if you want to make some money, I mean, nobody's afraid of making money. I'm actually a sports handicapper out here in Las Vegas, so you can tap in with me on Instagram, Tony Brown 702, or you can tap in with me on Twitter at tsgpicks.com.
I'm tapping in. Fuck that.
For sure. You can just hit me after the show.
I'm just saying, who's not always interested in money? That's so silly. I mean,
Right.
It's definitely for the topic of the show.
Well, shit, there it is. If you guys want to make some money with these sports bets, I'm your guy.
Yes,
Perfect.
sir.
So for tonight, our topic is we have 5 additional sex questions, and then we actually have a topic. And so I will do just like we did last week, and I will share the meme that goes along with the question that we are going to answer. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
No.
ready. Ready.
Okay. Okay. So the first meme is
What? Oh, wow. That's right.
okay. So the first question is, as a parent, have you ever been walked in on, or in the case of Tony and I, by either somebody we're dating? Have you ever been walked in on by a chance?
For sure. I'm not a parent, but I date a lot of single moms and shit.
Right.
So it's happened. It's like, you know, if you're a grown up, it's inevitable. Little kids are sneaky and bad, and it's happened for sure.
Yeah, I would have to say yes in different ways. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad she probably don't remember, but you know, probably when she was like my oldest, like maybe 6 or 7, and yeah, it was some bullshit. It was the middle of the night. I guess she had to use the bathroom or some shit, and yeah, that shit happened. And I'm like, fuck, and I thought that was gonna scar her for life, but I guess she don't remember. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? But that shit was some embarrassing ass shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, because that is the age when people normally, some kids remember everything that happened at that age. Hell, I remember back to when I was 1 year old. So there you go.
Right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask if she remember that shit.
Because I want to know.
Definitely happened to me. Is it bad that I kept going?
Oh shit! Was it your kids?
No.
Oh shit! No, it wasn't bad then.
That ain't your problem then.
I mean,
person.
You would think that the other person would have stopped. If it's their kids, why wouldn't they stop?
I definitely would have. But
did they see?
Crazy thing is, I didn't even see the kid coming in because of the position I was in, you know. But they seen it, and all I heard was them yelling and like, "Yo, go back in the room!"
Oh, yelling at the kid.
And I can't even say what happened in my position because I think the person is watching, but it's same as you. Like I couldn't see, like you know, you doing something, so you didn't see the kid come in, but like in your case, you heard the kid. This little weird kid just stood there, like, oh my goodness, yeah, like a weird kid. I don't know what. I mean, I don't have kids, so I don't
like
know
some
if that's
children
the
that are
natural
porn
reaction.
type-ish.
But I would have ran out as an adult, like. What are you looking at? It was weird. Like I didn't like it.
How old was the kid, bro?
Like 7. It was a 7-year-old little girl.
Oh yeah, she probably was just confused. Like, what the fuck going on?
Yeah, like what is this nigga doing to my mom? Like
That
I don't
part.
know, but
That's what it was.
I don't know. I would have felt better if she ran or said something. Like she just watched me. Like
She was
I had to
stuck.
cover myself.
So then my question is, was y'all in bedrooms when this stuff happened? Was y'all not in
Yes.
bedrooms?
We were.
Yes.
This is when I first started dating her mom, and I guess she just, was like, "Who's this dude in here with my mom?" and just walked in on us. And I didn't lock the door. Like I wasn't prepared. It was my fault. I guess we're the adults, but still, I know I had walked in on my parents when I was young, and I ran up out of there. Like
That's what I'm saying. So what is wrong with these kids? That
Right.
your normal
Who watches
reaction isn't to turn and walk away. And how is your normal behavior to walk into a closed adult room?
Right.
It's probably some shit she's seen before. To be real, she probably done seen that shit before.
One is something that these kids are now seeing. Nowadays, we have TikTok. Majority of these kids got Instagrams. They got all this stuff, so they've seen this stuff before. And then majority of the time is because the parents are not teaching proper parenting. You guys are being
trained at the beginning.
Right. I didn't want to say that because I don't have kids.
Well, I am, because that shit's not normal. So I've never been walked in on before, and I have stepsons. I've never been walked in on before. They not even when I went over to my husband when the kids would be out every other weekend, they knocked on his door. Like
How old are they, sis?
When me and Mark got back together, Shia was 4, Christian was 8.
So Mark had him trained well then, that's all.
That's what I'm saying, absolutely. But then
I was about to say, these kids nowadays never in a million
Layla
years.
never walked in on me. Kiera never walked in on me. Skylar never walked in on me.
Yeah, well, it was better kids back then, because these kids, boy, they don't knock on doors.
Skylar, Kiera, and Layla, they're this age. They're this era.
I just don't know. I was always taught, like, if you see adults' room door closed, don't go in there.
You're supposed to. I was just taught, period, if you see a door closed, you should not, because it could be anybody, any age. The door is closed for a reason. They need some privacy. So you're not supposed to just be walking into closed door. It would be closed if they wanted you to just walk into it.
I just felt weird. You see, I said it was someone I used to date. It never worked after that. Like,
no.
My daughter seen me naked. Like, I'm cool.
Okay.
Right.
I feel that.
No, I mean, it wasn't
feel
just that, but that was a part of it. I always felt weird going over there and being around them. Like, that's crazy. You don't raise your kids right. I knew it was something. I just don't like being too judgmental when I don't have kids. I don't know if my kids gonna be busting through doors and shit, but
bro,
I don't think they would.
You go over someone else's house, that's their problem. I figured that out.
That
I had a situation like that to where I was feeling bad. I'm like, dang, her kids, blah blah. If she gonna sit up here and do this shit with her kids in the house, that's on her. That ain't on me.
Right.
That's on her.
Helps you sleep for sure.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
I feel like the craziest thing, probably me saying, after that happened, don't get me wrong, me and the person was still in having, sexual doings or whatever the case may be. But me waking up and that kid was in my face, like, as soon as I opened my eyes, I'm talking about one of them, and they were like, I'm like, what is you doing in my damn face? Like, the kid was basically asking me, like, what is it you guys were doing yesterday? We was fucking cooking. What was
in addition, right, Terry, the problem is parenting style.
We was fucking.
We was fucking cooking. Shit.
That part, Terry. You don't go in a closed door. Period. It's certain things you just don't do. And the reason why your kids don't know how to behave is because you don't tell them how to behave. Because what if they go to somebody else's house doing this shit? Then you want to call yourself being embarrassed. But if you train them on normal etiquette things to do, they will know more about what to do. And then to go ahead and ask about it, I even knew what questions was inappropriate. We knew a bunch of stuff. We had all type of inappropriate songs coming up. We knew what them damn words meant. But when you ask, what do you know about that song? Nothing. It's out of respect, right? They
Yeah,
don't
it
do
was
that.
her house. If she would have came in my room, I would have popped her. But popping other people's kids, that goes to a whole nother situation.
I don't
Well,
know.
Kids
that's
I
fair.
feel like
on the child,
I feel like our era wasn't as vulgar
all
though. You know what
right,
I'm
on the
saying?
child
Like
will take the leash to raise a child. Hell, I'm
It
popping this
wasn't as
baby.
clear. It was
it wasn't
very vulgar. We just didn't know what those words meant. They actually
exactly
were
like.
respectful enough to hide it, knowing the parent might want to listen to it, or even let me just talk about this man or this woman with respect.
I mean, it was more hidden a little bit. Like the song "Too Close" by Next. I didn't know what the fuck that meant when I was
What?
singing it until
Me
I got old.
either.
I did not know what they were talking about.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they ain't hiding it. It's flat out. Yeah, my shit. I'm about to fuck this bitch. Like it's not. It's no hidden. The shit is just. It's no censorship with it. So back then we were kind of like they kind of like hidden. You know.
Terry said, and if you're a single parent and doing the nasty with someone new, give them some Benadryl. Hello.
Oh.
When do
Goddamn
people
melatonin
that part, Terry? Stay asleep.
or
How
some
about you?
melatonin.
Man.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing. Kids don't have bedtimes. Kids are sleeping in your damn bed. They doing everything they shouldn't
Shit.
be doing. And then when you want to turn around and get a boyfriend, you want them to act regular. And now you're embarrassed and mad at your kid when you did that because you was trying to make your son your boyfriend, husband, son, and he should have been in his own damn bed.
Oh, that's that
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
bullshit.
Pretty,
Mm-mm.
and that's the thing because I see a lot of white people do this shit.
Do
Keyword
what?
white people. If y'all keep on teaching y'all sons or being around y'all kids or y'all whatever the hell it is, oh that's my boyfriend, that's my love, that's the love of my life. Watch their ass start thinking that they can do that.
Black
Every
mothers
time
do
you
that more than any other race.
huh?
Black mothers do that more than any other race. And the
Yeah, but
regular Benadryl do work for kids. I'm sorry to you and Hilda. I don't know what to tell y'all. Because,
You better get
honey,
that. You better fuck that Benadryl. You better get that edible.
The
what?
melatonin gummies.
I'm
put
just
a little
saying.
rum on the gums. Come here, baby. I think you teething. They got all their regular teeth. You still look like you teething.
Hey, what's wrong with giving an edible? They used to give us hot toddies with liquor in it. Come on,
That's
man.
what I'm
Like,
saying.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Cannabis is safe. Cannabis ain't gonna kill you. That shit is gonna put you the fuck to sleep. Benadryl ain't safe. That shit got all type of chemicals and bullshit in it.
I
Give them
like
a
this
fucking
show.
Listen,
edible.
that's
This
why it
nigga
knocks you
give
completely
edibles
the
to
hell out.
kids. She
Right.
cuss kids out. I like this show.
I'm trying to tell you because people be lying about what they do with their kids and
Right.
quit acting like you just some incredible whole parent or because you have a kid, you know the answer. If that's the case, all of us wouldn't have to go to therapy at one point. You
That
don't
part.
know what the fuck you're doing. You're learning every day. It takes a
Right.
village because sometimes you got to be outside of your situation to be able to help your situation.
Ain't no playbook. Ain't no
Period.
playbook to
Ain't
this
no
shit.
playbook. What you learned yesterday don't apply today, parent of the
No.
world who you think you are.
No.
When you want to say some dumb shit, then when you fuck up, you want to say, there ain't no book to this. Oh no, but you just told us.
That part. That part.
Just saying. Next question. Okay, so let's see. The
Expect
next
all of
one
us.
is
I want to be
I want to be the reason you slightly tilt your phone away from others when you read. So I'm gonna go first. Let me tell you the story. Let me tell you what happened. Tell you what happened. This is what happened, and this is my story. Yes, Terry, if you give them a Benadryl early, the shit will work for y'all microbionic kids. This what happened. So y'all know my husband writes poetry. But when we was dating, he sent me a poem at like 8:30 in the fucking morning before I had to go into a meeting, right? This poem had me wanting to leave my damn job. So I told him, like, in a joking way, like, oh, don't send me this kind of stuff like at work. But he took it as like for real, don't send like I meant like in a joking way. Get what I mean? Like I was like, oh, don't send me this shit at work. I didn't mean it like that. He took it like that. And I was wondering, like, what shit in a minute? He believed me. He took it like serious instead of taking it like, no, I'm trying to tell you shit was lit. Like I'm at my desk naked. And this is not appropriate, sir. This is inappropriate.
Wow.
all my other girls are now officially bothered because you want to sit here and send me some shit like that.
I'm just saying, I don't want nobody in this office. I can't focus now. All I'm thinking about is getting home. Because once you get like a vision of your partner in your head and you know what you want to do, and morning sex is just the best. You can't focus no more.
Damn.
My problem is I think everyone's flirting with me, like every text, because I like everybody. So when I text people, I'll be flirting. So I think that's how everyone thinks, but everyone don't think like that. Like people be like, "Hey, you gonna do my taxes?" I'll be like, "Okay, taxes, okay," but they really just be wanting their taxes done. And so,
Please.
yeah, I know, it's crazy because when I hit somebody like, "Hey, you need your taxes done," in my mind, I'll be like, okay, taxes. But some
Taxes.
people just don't play. Like your husband, he just took it literal. They just want their taxes done. And then with the sports betting stuff, I have a lot of clients, just men and women, on the East Coast. So I'll get texts at like 6 in the morning and stuff, which is
Right.
9 a.m. for them, pretty normal.
Right.
They're on their way to work. But like when they text me at 6 in the morning, like, what's up with a play? I'll be like, oh, okay, a
Oh, a
play. They
play.
just really want the bet.
Play.
So yeah, I gotta just differentiate normal talk and flirting, and it's hard because I think everybody like me.
So has anybody ever gotten a text in their phone or opened their phone and something popped up and you like, oh shit, and you trying to hurry up and cut it off because you wasn't expecting that and now you embarrassed, like only because you hadn't expected it.
No, I never get nudes, nothing good in my text, just work and flirting. I don't really be
No,
flirting
just open
sometimes.
your phone, period. So you could have been Googling something and something come up, or just anything that makes you like, oh my God, now everybody's looking at me.
If someone ever uses my phone and has to find something with the word M, I'm in trouble because I be Googling midgets a lot, all the time. Like if you Google medical, meat, if you market whatever you're looking for with an M, midgets is finna pop up. So I hate when somebody be like, "Oh, my phone dead. Can I use your phone real quick?" And they be like, "I'm finna Google the MGM Grand how to get down there," and I'll be like, "They didn't see my midget shit." Here we go.
Fuck no.
Yeah, don't press M on my phone.
I tell people ahead of time that my phone do not swipe left, right,
Don't
up, or
hello.
down. Because whatever you see in my phone, to each his own, baby. I don't give a damn.
That's your private business.
I came to love every piece of meat on my body. So if you sees it, honey, I hope you like it the same way I love it because it's
What
up
you
to
say?
you.
You're welcome. Leave it at the door.
Welcome. I shouldn't be charging you for sneaking peeks in my stuff and Googling my goodies, but you know, that's to each his own. But I get text messages all the time because, you know, I'm a wild child, I'm a wild girl, you know. I get messages all the time, so I recently was in a meeting.
Oh
and
yeah.
I'm thinking I put myself on mute. And I just received a video of someone just having the time of their morning, you know, and they wanted to share that morning with me. And all you hear is like, and I'm like, next thing you know, I hear them in my earphone. Excuse me, we do hear that. Does anyone?
Like, how do you come back? I'll be getting so lost. I'm like,
I need that.
You can have.
I want her
I tell people all the time, if anybody was to have my phone for at least an hour, you will be satisfied, honey. Outside of me and the people who text me,
I'm looking for a flash drive right now that I can't find. And Jesus, if that flash drive get out,
that's funny.
I'm gonna own the shit.
I'm out there somewhere. Some people don't
Yeah, I'm gonna own the shit. It ain't shit I could do.
I'm out there. I can't do shit about it. Like, yeah, definitely been in that position several times. You know what I'm saying? People sending random shit, and you know, you like, oh shit, you weren't expecting that, or some shit that you did, and you lost the motherfucking SIM card, or you lost the phone, and you lost. Yeah, I know I'm out there a little bit. You feel me? But
I think it should be a warning before, like, because we have our phone sound on, kind of like my phone. You have to cut it down for each thing, right? So you think you cut your phone sound off, but then when you open media, now media is a whole separate button. So if you open something, it opens it up right away, and so all you hear is and you like,
some wild shit there.
then I'll be stuck like,
I I mean,
Suicide?
if it ain't kids, I don't give a fuck. I mean, you shouldn't be
I work
trying to.
in a real job though. Like,
I don't give a fuck. If it ain't no
I
kids,
can do a job.
I don't give a fuck.
If it's
you
y'all,
shit,
we
that's
on
on
the road,
you.
I don't care. But work, I'd be like, because first you're not supposed to be touching your phone. You're
Right.
supposed to be presenting, ma'am. Why did you have to open that message? But sometimes, you know, you just be like, between something, you don't even realize your mic on.
It was one of the meetings, like, I know exactly what the fuck y'all talking about, so,
I'm going to tune out.
exactly ask questions ahead of time before we have meetings, so I can already be in the loop of what we're going to talk about. So while y'all talking about that with the rest of the group, I'm going to be on my phone, doing as I
Period. I have to please him to do.
I come back from that. I promise you. I immediately went like this.
Y'all, one time the camera was pointed directly at my cleavage, and I accidentally hit some button on my keyboard, and it was my cleavage, and I was like,
now everybody looking at you like the work freak.
And I was like, thank God I'm not in HR no more. I just had to acknowledge it because I was like, I don't know. My camera was pointed down. There was nothing I could do. I don't know. Next question. Period.
Technology. Picturing you naked is the most productive thing I've done. Ooh, baby, listen.
So, is there ever a time you are not capable of getting something done until you have sex?
Yes.
When you're in a relationship?
Yes. You want dinner, but first I need some. Come eat it, and you can get your dinner. Come eat.
Yeah, I'd have cut off the fire before. I need you to cut that fire off. I need you real quick.
I'll meet you in the bed.
The kids could eat. They could eat an apple real quick. I just need you to come here real quick. Cut the fire off. That's not going to spoil it.
Crack open a Lunchable, meat and crackers until I get my food.
What they do?
I'm like Yolanda in the comments. I'm gonna have to say no. Like, I think I would be the opposite. Like, I love doing it and shit, but I want to get everything done, because then if shit ain't done, then that would be on my mind. Like, if I'm hungry, then the motherfucker, I'll be like, this is nice, but
so we talked about hunger, and hunger was not a non-negotiable, and sleep was a non-negotiable. So
right.
Those are non-negotiables. I mean, things like a task, work, going somewhere, a phone call.
I'm gonna say hell no now, but in my younger days, yeah. That was goofy shit. You was doing goofy shit like calling off of work.
I don't do
pulling over in the middle of going to LA, shit like that. Like that was
that part.
That was goofy shit. Yeah.
Y'all know on the Fairplex exit where it's that
exit, you know.
People have cars that only make it from A to B, trying to drive to West Covina to see somebody and all that. Like, you don't knock it off. Yeah. As a grown up, not so much no more, but
not now.
For sure.
Not now. On some goofy shit, grown, young, and all that, yeah, but not as a grown ass man. Like,
well, I'm still on some goofy shit.
Yeah, no more goofy shit. No, it's business first, always.
Business is different. I don't fuck with business. I don't fuck around with my business.
Life period. Now, like not now, but
no kids. Today. It depends on what it is for them too. They need to be self-sufficient. Yeah, no, because some people's kids is too motherfucking needy. They shouldn't even be dating. No, for real.
He said, "Fuck them kids,"
and I mean it, because that's ridiculous. Work. Yeah, no, I don't mess around with my job. Business, I don't mess around with my job. I just said that. But outside of that, yeah, like going somewhere, being late. Now I gotta fly to the airport, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, it seems like the show is pretty open and shit. I have to smoke before I do anything. Like, that's literally the first thing I have to do before anything. And I've smoked and not done shit because I had to smoke first. And so that's the truth.
So it's something you have to do.
Yeah. Now we talking.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah.
anything, whatever it is for you.
It's smoking for me. Like I like sex much as the next person, maybe even more, but smoking for me for sure. And like Homeboy said, back in the day, super goofy shit all the time, but now not so much. The only thing I have to do before anything is smoke. That's it.
It's a task. I mean, you have to add it to
It's a
your.
part of the revving up,
Yes,
right?
it's
So you can
part of it.
Right.
relax. Because
Yeah.
we are real adults now, and we gotta.
Right.
I can't jump from a lot of shit on my mind into that. It needs to be a downward slope where I come back into reality and stress. It's
We
kind
gotta
of
hit.
like the cuss you got to do. I can't believe this shit just happened at work. What the fuck? Until I get that out, no, I
Right.
can't focus.
We gotta
So
hit
it's the
that
same.
marriage game. We gotta hit that marriage. I feel Tony on that one. I gotta
For
hit
sure.
that game before damn near everything.
Bam.
She left.
I'm here.
Oh.
It's right there.
I was about to say she had to get it in before the show.
Oh, no,
She just left right now.
Right. You see she turned her camera on.
I ain't finished. No.
Okay. She's back.
I will. Now, I will. But anyway, what I got so mindset by him saying I'm getting it. Okay, where were we?
You nasty. Hold on. Next question. Let me see if this was it.
I need a hug or an orgasm.
Did we have this one last week?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think we all kind of, came into an agreement on
That one was. Okay. So let's go into the topic now. Those are the ones for tonight. So let's go into the topic now. The topic is that feedback from this one? Because I don't need it anymore. Okay, the second time. Uh-oh. Please hold on. I'm so sorry.
Did she
Okay, boom. Okay, so the question is, Bambi, do you still have it? You still have up the question? If not, I can pull it up.
Let me pull it up.
I think it's right here. I've sent out 86 million thousand texts in the last couple minutes. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I needed to make update. So here we go. It is it's a relationship question. Okay. And the relationship question is, hold on. If a person says they don't want a relationship and the other person cannot handle it, after some time, who should stop the relationship or what should happen next? So you fucking with somebody, and you tell them from the beginning, I don't want a relationship. I'm not looking for a relationship, or I only want this. You set the parameters and agree to be in a relationship. But you notice the person that you're dealing with is becoming too involved. They're doing too much. They're doing everything you just said you didn't want to do. What do?
The person who can't handle it has to stop it. Like no one can control your feelings or like what you can handle. It don't matter what somebody say. If somebody's showing you something else, if you can't handle it, shit, get out of there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they should. But myself in that situation, if I felt somebody was doing too much or doing too much bullshit, I'm cutting it off myself because I don't got time for that shit. At this big age, I ain't got time for that shit. I ain't got time for no shit I don't want to deal with. So I agree with Tony on they should probably do it, but I'm gonna go ahead and take initiative and do that shit because I ain't got time to be dealing with no bullshit.
Okay, so Danielle said, or Yolanda said, that the person who is too involved needs to end it. Here's the thing. Let me make sure Bambi got knocked out. Hold on. Let me put it back in. Let me give you
I got knocked out.
I saw, sweetheart, right away. I got you back in. I think that the person that is the strongest needs to make those type of decisions. Here's why. Because the person that actually has the feelings, they're not thinking rationally, right? They've allowed things to happen that that part, Terry, because it makes more sense. Here's the reason why. Think about the things we've learned as adults, right? We've seen Snapped, you've seen Fatal Attraction, you've seen somebody. That's when a man says, she tricked me and got pregnant. She didn't trick you and do shit. She told you she was going crazy and about to do some shit. A female will say, he's acting like this, he's getting too involved. Now he popping up places, because that's the opposite extremity of what a male does. But if you would have stopped it at the beginning and severed everything, it may have been a little bit better, and then it doesn't continue to get as bad. Because the person in like or whatever, they can't stop it because they're still thinking, I could try, I could try, I could try. But you are strong. You know for sure you don't want it, so you stop.
See, I don't really. I mean, I don't know if this even applies to me because my problem is like I'm a serial dater. Like I don't. I want a relationship, but with a lot of people, that be the thing. Like I like everybody, and it don't even be trying to be like that. Like I'll be like, I'll meet somebody and like them, and be like, oh, I hope this work. Like I like this person, and then like I'll go to the store or something, and then somebody else is there that I like. Like I'm not a fake person. I can't just be like, oh, I talked to somebody. I cannot like you. No, that's it. Like I be liking the gang of people, but like
But you
most
have the right
women
to
in
do that as a
America,
dater.
they want to be, intimate. They want to be exclusive and shit. So they don't put up with all that, oh, you finna have 10, 12. But if it was for me, I would want a lot of relationships because I like a lot of people and I can see the good in everybody.
Oh,
Tony, what is wrong with you? You like
I'm
you having her.
liking.
Nobody could send you a text message. Nobody could blink. Nobody could do nothing. What
I
is
like
wrong
that.
with you?
And see,
I
this is the
like
thing.
that.
It's not that it's nothing wrong with me. Like, I think that I just be telling the truth. Like, most dudes be like, I think she like me, but they don't want to say nothing. Or most dudes be like, dang, my girlfriend is beautiful. I love her. Like, we have fun, whatever. But that girl from her school is cute too. Or my neighbor is beautiful and she need help with her trash. Like, it don't even be like a
Not
bad
know
thing. It
what
just be
the
your love,
trash.
my heart too big.
Where's my alcohol?
Where are you at?
Right
Where are
here.
you
Tony's in
located?
Vegas. He's from
I live
Pomona.
in Vegas
He's
and I have a
happy with
very
you.
big heart. Like I
Damn.
really do be trying to get in relationships, but sometimes, like I don't. I'm not saying this to say nothing, but I'm not like a bad catch. Sometimes it don't even be
No, you're
me.
not.
Sometimes I be good, and girls are just like me. And what I'm supposed to be like, I can't open
Exactly,
my heart
Pierre,
to
as
you
long
as
as you're
well.
honest.
That part,
No, but
Dr.
the
Pierre.
question is, okay, so perfect. You are a serial dater, so you're not the person that'll get
Right.
overly
That's why I
attached.
said I don't even know if this applies to me. People
Oh,
don't
so
like me too much. It's not like I'll be trying to avoid relationships. I try to get in a lot of them. That's all. And people just be wanting to be selfish, just couples, just us. That's it. Just forget the
No, let's
world.
have
how dare
fun.
we be selfish and become married and coupled? What the
Yes,
fuck?
No, I'm just saying,
Whoa!
let's
like,
He's
have
selfish.
fun.
look how good of a person you are. What's
Terry
it for
said you're a
your
people
husband to just be
person.
like,
Terry,
that's
don't
it,
do
you
him.
mine. You can't love nobody else. Like,
Yeah.
all your
Nobody
love
said
is
you
now
can't
for
love
one
nobody
person.
else, but the point,
You
the
were such
question
a light to
is,
the world, and now you just a
What he's
light for
saying
one man.
is,
but that's not the question. The question is, if you are dating somebody, okay, so take your situation. You're openly saying you're a serial dater. It's nothing wrong with that, by the way. So
Right.
people need to quit
no,
tripping. Now, what if a girl is dating you? She sees me and you out having lunch. She come and flip the fuck out, act a fool. You cheating on me. You did
Oh no.
this to me. Why you didn't call me back? How dare you with her and act a damn fool?
I wouldn't love someone like that. See, I give my love to other lovable people. I would just want somebody to call me and be
You
like,
don't get
"Hey,
to
are
negate.
you
You
dating
don't
someone
get to
else?" That's not fair.
negate
Then
what
we talk
crazy
he's
about
dance.
saying,
it. Somebody
listen.
No,
running up, tripping,
you
and all
gotta
that.
So,
That's
ask a
so
ghetto,
what
boss. I don't
he's
question.
want that.
saying.
Cody is a fool.
So
Tony don't got
my
no sense.
question, Tony. My question, Tony, is this. So what you
I
saying is you got too much love in your heart to just give it to one person. You want to love everybody.
No, it's I don't want to. That's what happens. I would love to just have love and be in love, but every time, like somebody else be wanting me to love them, or somebody else wanting to love me, and I don't want to say no.
How would you
Well,
handle a
put a
stalker?
piece of your love in a mailbox and send it to me. Shit.
How would you handle a stalker, Tony? Oh no, the
Oh
stalker came and got him.
nah.
They kicked him.
Hey, he gotta watch Thin Line
We need an
again.
emergency
Yes, he needs to
protocol.
watch Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Again. Because I'm sure he watched it
But
and he
see,
watch it
but
again.
Thin Line, watch. I'm gonna watch it again. But he told Tony tells the truth, and he don't overstep either. I think a lot of female problems. I'm just gonna keep it 100 because females be trying to act like the D don't be making them act a whole damn
A
fool.
whole
That's
damn
cap.
monkey.
That's
That's
cap like a
cap, cap,
motherfucker
cap.
because
A
let me
whole
tell you
damn
something.
monkey.
It be a whole bunch of people. Let me just tell you, I got a couple of calls after the last show telling me to watch my mouth. And I wasn't even being held responsible for my behavior. I was being held responsible for everybody else's behavior.
Oh,
Like,
for my behavior?
no, like people having discipline, like people not feeling like because people was just telling me that everybody not what they seen. Some people is extra man lovers and they try to pretend like, oh, if a man ain't doing this for me, I ain't got time for it. Meanwhile,
Cap.
that she was sitting outside his place and he was calling me for a SOS, save his tallywhacker. Um, yeah, females be acting like the D don't make them do stuff. It do. It
Cap.
makes some of
Friends
y'all
do.
betray your friends. It make you act like your kids ain't home by themselves. It make you act like you can't go to work. It make you act like you don't have no money, but you could sure hop on a motherfucking trip if that nigga say he want to just do something. And guess what? He ain't even bought you a taco yet. All he did was gave you the D. And you act like you can't even function. At our age, ladies, that's ridiculous.
It's
At this
ridiculous.
point, you didn't have some good D.
Ooh,
So quit acting like it rules your whole life.
that's some crazy, crazy. That's some crazy shit right there. Because I literally just was gonna post a Snapchat the other day because I had a friend who was telling me like, there's this guy who wants me to mess around with him or whatever the case may be, but he wants me to, be all up in girl. Oh, I'm gonna have to tell you that when I get off here.
Uh, okay.
When I say it was so similar.
It is very true, sis. I don't have time for it. At least just be honest. I was taught, period, P. Digmatized like a motherfucker. Like that song is real by Jill Scott. My thing is this: just keep it real. Because, like I told, I actually talked to Pierre last week because I have some questions, and she's a marriage therapist. But outside of that, she's just one of my sisters. So I had a question. Like I'm noticing the older we get, I'm actually noticing behaviors now. Like we all have a quirk, but I know what my quirk is. Like run. How many times do I say I want to kill my husband, but if that nigga called right now, I'm hitting the end button. I just need y'all to know that. That's why I married him.
1,000.
I'll keep it real. What I don't understand is why is females walking around like I am every woman? I am so strong. I don't need no man. And they the main ones be doing all of this crazy stuff. Act like they don't have friends as soon as they get a date.
First step into making a change, ladies, is admitting. So I'm gonna admit it right now. I was stigmatized before.
I'm just
I was.
traumatized.
And
I didn't do any relationships.
you
I've
I
know
had
did.
a
what's
lot of
crazy?
victims, so I'm laughing right now. This shit
I
funny.
was stigmatized before. To the point to where it took me to where I had to look at shit and be like, listen, if you ain't got that big energy,
That part.
that big stigmatized energy, lower your motherfucking
Lower your motherfucking voice. Take
And
that
keep
bass
your
out your voice.
hands on the hood.
the same way that person who got me stigmatized can talk to me. You write a bitch a note or something, okay? Don't talk to me
Text
how
me.
you talk to me.
Text me.
That motherfucker got me stigmatized. You, on the
She
other hand,
said write me a note, not
don't
even a
even
text.
say shit
Yes,
to me.
Danny.
You
Honesty
write a
is the
bitch a
key.
note or something.
Because your friends, sisters, cousin, brother, sister, whoever, they're going to respect the boundaries that they have if they respect you. So if you one of those people that become a lot more absent when you're in a relationship. Just be honest with that. But you got to be willing to deal with the fact that everybody's not going to be okay with that, because you should be able to just integrate everything and not act like only his world exists. If you do that, you're giving up a part of you're giving up something. So yes, you're doing it because in a way you're being selfish. You want to hold on, but if you think people don't realize that you started to act crazy, it's just
Goofy.
insane to me. Be who you are. Be who you
Goofy.
are.
It's goofiness. Get rid of the
It's
goofiness.
goofy.
You will be all right.
And act like everybody else don't see it. Girl, we
Right.
see you all of a sudden you don't have no money. Girl, we see all of a sudden you can't do this and you can't do that. We
Yeah.
see it. It's not that you couldn't do it, because if you did it by yourself, how come you're in a relationship and you can't do it? You don't want to without him. Just say that. But then don't be mad when your birthday come and you want to go on a girls trip and everybody looking at you like we ain't been on a girls trip all year. Now you want to? That's selfish. Be honest about who you are. I don't understand. And a lot of people are not willing to do that. You want to read what Pierre said, brother? Can you
Yeah.
read?
So she says, just say you lost all of your senses and want that the life is easier when people are honest.
I'm just
I
saying
lost
it
all
is.
my senses. Look, I was wrong.
I'm dropping the mic.
Because you
I was just
do.
wrong.
Just stop
Just
lying.
leave.
I'm dropping the
I
mic.
don't get it, because I'm very close to the people in my life. But I'm a ride for you no matter what. That's something that was a part of being with me, because I was honest with myself. And I had to learn to set certain boundaries with, like, Skylar and Kiera. They're my world, so they come first. But when you get in, I feel like long-term relationships, when you move in with somebody or when you get married, you got to restructure some shit, because that is your person. Your kids gonna go on and have their own life. Your siblings, their own life. Everybody else has their own life. You and your partner is the only one that is y'all. So you do different things, but learn to incorporate and not want division. But again, that comes with being honest. We want division because you don't want people to know you batshit crazy, or to know that you do certain things. It's okay, girl. We hear your voice changing and you like, oh, honey. And we're gonna roll our eyes. And you know what you're supposed to say? I don't give a fuck, I'm in love. Just say it.
Stop the cap.
Shit. I'll be
No more
quick to
cap.
girl, that shit right there, girl, had me what? Girl, I'm happy. Girl, I'm happy. Girl, he did me right, honey. He snapped it, flipped it, and rubbed it down. And guess what? Bitch, I backed it up and started all over again.
And that's why
She's
I
not
was
playing
late.
because she got a baby with her.
It is. I see it, baby. What about you, brother? What do you
Specifically what?
specific to being honest with yourself and how you move in relationships? It's the comment was honesty is the key in relationships.
I mean, I think that means everything, because especially with men, you know what I mean? Like I know a lot of people, you know, personally and non-personally, that, you know, they be having all type of issues and, you know, lying to this person, that person, you gotta cover up with a lie, with another lie and another lie and another lie. Then you got all this drama. I'm like, my nigga, I just feel I learn from those situations. I'm like, you got to be honest. And sometimes with being honest, you might lose what you have on hand. But at the end of the day, you got respect. I don't got to look outside and see. I don't got to see if anybody's showing up at my house. I don't got to do all that shit, because I'm honest with what I want and who I am. And if they can't take that, that's on them. So I don't have those type of problems. So I think if you want to avoid a drama-full life, or a life where you got to lie and you got to do all this bullshit, all be deceitful, you know what I mean? Like, that's exhausting. So honesty is the key. I mean, you just, dudes got to realize, if you be honest, you might not, man, it's 70% likely that she gonna be with that shit. And if she like you, she gonna be with the honesty. So why
She gonna give it to you just for being honest.
Why be deceptive? Why? There's no reason to be deceptive.
Right. Right.
And I honestly can agree with him on that because um, I was talking to someone once upon a time, and they did not give a fuck about what I did, as long as I was honest and I told them what it was and not what I wanted it to be. They loved
Mm.
my spanking draws. Like it, honesty will really take you a long fucking way.
It'll
It
free
really
you.
will.
It
It
So
just
gets you
I
takes me
free.
think
a
that's why so
while.
many people cling to Tony, because he is honest. And Danielle, before you said Danielle, you're right. Or Yolanda, damn. I hope people you don't care that people know
Oh,
your
that
The
is
name.
right
Danielle.
partner,
What's up,
you
Danielle? Fuck.
the
Yeah.
right partner,
You're
you make them your everything,
did I
not
put
with
it?
the wrong one. Big mistake.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my problem is people that do it with every damn person that they meet. Soon as they meet somebody, if that person like French fries, oh my God, I love French fries. The next person they hate French fries, yes, I'm a vegetarian. Then they get with somebody and be like, yes, I identify as white. Girl, girl, calm down. Calm down. But your homegirl asked you to do something and it's, well, I'm not really into that. You don't know what you into. You can't support your homegirl, but you can support this nigga and go build him a brick house and then go back and tell everybody, I don't mess with niggas that don't build me houses. You built that house, bitch,
Yeah.
and took out the trash. Stop playing.
Yeah, that's Vegas for you all day. People be out here capping like a mug. Like that's not real at all. Like
Oh,
you don't
really?
have to like French fries to like me just because I like fries. It's cool, girl.
If he keeps it 100, they can't trip at all. Exactly. I believe in that.
But they will
Facts,
trip out.
bro.
They still trip out.
I okay, so that's what the initial question is. When you are being that honest, it's still going to be somebody that does not respect your honesty. And they
Yes.
say over and over again, why, especially women, that's especially women. Why won't men just tell the truth? Just tell me what it is that you want, blah, blah, blah. The man says what they want, and then you still feel like, okay, even with that, you should do it like this. You still trying to make the calls. Even with that, you should call me every day. You should buy me something for Valentine's Day. You should do this because you gave up the cookie. Bitch, your cookie don't have a price tag. You gave it away as a consolation prize, so you don't get to now put a damn price tag on it. You
I think
gave
it's
You
the
yours
can't
away. Now
expect,
you want to
ooh,
turn
baby,
around and
come
try to
on
make
now,
the nigga
spy
pay
on
for
me.
it. You already
but
gave it to him.
at the same time, I think it's something that they doing wrong too. Like sometimes niggas will say some shit because, like I said, you know what I'm saying. I ain't really. I mean, I ain't really had those type of problems in a major way. Like maybe once or twice, but nah. Like if nah, I can't relate to that. I can't relate to that.
So then where's the disconnect? Is it that the guy is saying one thing, but he's doing all of these other things that
Yeah.
are more in line with that?
Yep. Saying shit. Maybe you too drunk or too high to remember, but you say you pillow talking, saying some shit, and women will hold on to that. Like even
Yeah, because at
during
that point they feel like you changed it
yeah,
because
during the
we had
course
a
of
conversation.
exactly, even
Oh,
during the course of
Sometimes women though just make up conversations. Like it'll just be a first date. You can say random shit like, "Oh, I want to be married one day," and now you fast forward,
that's what I'm saying,
two,
Tony.
3 weeks
Some
later, they
girls,
talking about we talked about marriage on the first date. Like, no, the hell we
and now they holding you to it a year later. Like, if you think we finna just keep casually dating, and you like,
right. Like that's
yeah, I did say
crazy.
I wanted to get married, not to you. I thought we was just talking. Like, do
I
like
just like
I
having a
said yes and you
conversation,
said yes.
right?
Like,
or to
oh,
you, but not now.
Right, right. That's what I'm saying. Maybe even you,
Not
but
now,
I
nigga.
don't even
Shit.
know you like that. And then like you see so many people in relationships, like it's either two things. When you're in a good relationship, either both people are really secure or somebody's lying. And that's just my theory. Like when people just be a couple, like to be a couple is so hard. That's why I think I'm single. Honesty is not always the best policy. I lost a couple girls I wish I would have lied to.
I
Like, you know
lost
what I
friends.
mean? I
Yeah,
thought telling them the truth
or
was
at least
going,
shut up.
yeah, like damn, I should have just like not
Shut
said
the
nothing.
hell up.
But so it's not always the best thing. But like my man said, I smoke and shit. I can't remember them lies. I can't keep telling you no lies and shit. And it's just not worth it. Like I'd rather have two solid girls that just I can tell the truth than 10 bitches I gotta lie to. Like, you know what I mean? So
Absolutely. You keep your peace. You keep your safety. You ain't got to
right.
worry about no keep a ninja baby. You ain't got to worry about no razor blades, poisoning,
None
uh
of that.
Some
And just,
inappropriate spaghetti.
I think I'm
Somebody's daddy
simple,
trying
a
to fight
simple
you.
man. If
Appropriate
you just be
spaghetti.
nice to me,
Woo.
I
You
won't
never heard of
like a lot of
inappropriate
other
spaghetti?
people.
Yes, I have.
I'm like, wait a
I
minute.
don't eat
Papa told
spaghetti
us.
for nobody. I don't eat it. I make
I
my own
never
spaghetti.
ever would do nothing like I've never
You,
in my life.
if a
Because
woman cooks
we from
spaghetti, I'm not
California.
fucking
That's for
eating it. I
them
don't give
people in
a
the
fuck.
South.
I won't
Some
eat
of
a woman's
these
spaghetti.
females out here, they be doing some stuff.
I'm not eating that
See,
shit. I'll make my own goddamn spaghetti. I don't
that's how
eat no
you get
motherfucking
killed.
spaghetti.
And at this point, Danielle, I feel the same way. If you haven't, I personally, because my bullshit meter, whether I acknowledge it or not, is completely going off. I don't believe nothing nobody tell me when they high, nothing they would tell me when we was having sex, nothing they would tell me
Wait.
when things were just going good, unless we sat down and said, let's talk about this. Other than that, if it just you blurt it out, I don't look at it like that. Even if you say I love you, I take it from the point of I'm a really cool person, so you love me like that. Like, I don't just fall in love, you know? And not later, like earlier I did, because you don't know. But then you find out, wait a minute, that was just random, or it was spur of the moment, or you was actually shooting your gun too fast.
But
I don't
see,
know
that's
about the
the
high
thing.
because I'm never not high. So I
What
don't know
if
about
you
the high
really
one.
did
I'm
love
like
everybody?
never
though?
not high. So
But you can love
Well,
everybody,
I'm
but
gonna
you're
tell
not
everybody,
in love
period.
with
If
everybody.
anybody was to
That's
How
what
do
I'm
you
have
know
saying.
love,
I
that?
take it as you love me. I tell you I love
No,
you, you tell me you love me, but you're not in love with me. There's a difference.
and
Females
I
take
don't
it
know.
like
I
I'm
think I
his
that.
could fall in
world.
love with other people.
Now I gotta go buy him a car. Now I gotta add him on my bank account and build his credit so we can get this house together. And my
See,
family don't be saying
that's
he
a
can't do
marriage.
shit. They be doing too much.
so
But
They
we
that's a
can
start
go
that
back
marriage.
to
I'm
new
just
shit.
talking about, can just you really love somebody, meet somebody, and really love them too?
Yeah.
Yes,
Love is
yes.
different than in love. Tony is killing me too, Danny. I'm done. I'm done with him.
Oh, God.
Yes, he's a
But then
I'm
again,
telling you.
I'm
sometimes you
not
can.
playing.
Well,
I'm
usually
really
because
just
I've had a couple of.
lovable.
You
And I
are.
love a
Tony,
lot
you're
of
killing
people.
me.
You
I've
are.
had
I
a couple of
believe
people
you.
actually do that. I had a lot of people, a couple of people actually do that to me, like, "Oh, I love you," and things like that. And it's only because they've probably been around me. And I tell people all the time, like, you're not in love with me because one,
No,
if
I'm
you're in
just
love
a
with
cool
me,
person.
yeah, I'm just a cool person.
But
Like
it's
if you're
not
in love,
that. Let
if
me
you're in love
explain.
with
This is
me,
what I
If
mean.
you love me after I cuss your ass out, you love me. Tony, I
No,
truly
I
that
believe
part.
you
so
love me
like
as a
me
person
personally,
because you've seen me be crazy.
but I'm
right?
saying, what
Me
if you
personally,
love to
I'm gonna have
travel
to
with
stress you
somebody?
out to see if you're tough enough to stay with me.
Right.
I need to know that you can handle me in all of my weathers.
But that's kind of like, isn't that toxic a little bit?
No, because it's
No,
your reality.
it's
Like I gotta
reality
get cussed out to
If
prove
that's
my
your
love.
reality, that's your reality. Just like
because some
men
people will
that come
meet
in from
me
a
in my
stressful day.
business setting. Some people will meet me in my business setting, and you
That's what
might
I'm
be in
talking about.
lust.
See,
You might be in lust of me, of what you see in that moment.
in that
You
mode,
don't love
right?
me.
Oh,
So now I'm gonna have to stress you out to see if you can handle me in
I'm
all
not gonna
your,
stress you out though.
not
She's a
stress
little
you
bit
out, but
younger, by the
I
way.
need to not stress you out. I need a
No,
better
I
word
used
to
to
say.
try to stress
I
people
need
out
to
at your age. You mean what you
I'm
said?
just saying, what if
What
people
about
love
being in
different
love
stuff
with the
about
love?
you? That's what makes them love you. Like some girls have
That's what
kids, and
we
like
saying. You
I
love
just
that
love the way
thing,
they raise their kids. I love how you be a mom.
but
But
you're
this
not
other girl
in
is
love with
single. I
them.
just
That's
love how she
different.
travels and how she likes to move. Like you can love other people. Love is not confined to one person.
Because you're not in love. You love that thing they do. That's different.
I just love people's
That's why
spirit.
you need 56 people, Tony, because you got 87 interests and each one has a slot.
Right? Everybody has something to bring to the table. Everyone.
But that's the reality of everybody. And that's why a lot of men, unfortunately, can't settle down, is because they don't have it all, but they want it all. So they want this from this from this person, because guess what? When I come to you, I only want this. And you guys can focus like that. You don't give a fuck if the whole world around them is breaking down. I only came to you to saw you did what you did what your
But I'm
sister did.
saying, what if a guy like you and her, like, how does he pick?
He has to.
You have to.
He can't just be like, oh, I like Ada, she do podcasts,
He can
I
say
like
whatever
Danny.
he wants. You
You
can
have
do
to
whatever
pick.
you want. You can
And
try. You can do
I
whatever you
think
want.
that's a Western philosophy, European, like, why
That's
do
a
I have
different
to pick? Why
conversation,
can't I
Tony.
just love both of you?
Well, then again,
But
We
you
ain't ready
can.
for
There's
that
people that
you
conversation,
do
know,
bro.
it.
outside of, then again, I am okay. Like I'm not gonna say I'm 50-50. I'm more like probably an 80-20 with how Tony thinks. I'm okay with being with multiple people. I'm okay with,
See?
I'm okay with, polygamy. I'm okay with that. But,
Right. As long as everybody respect each other,
as
keep it
long as
real. Like,
everyone
you
respect
might
each
hate
other.
sports, and my job is in sports. So I love everything about you. But when I want to go to the Raider game, I go with this person. You know what I mean? Like, everybody has something to offer each other. And I don't see how people, like, I don't know. Maybe I want to be in love to where I just love one person, but I never met nobody like that yet.
Pierre's comment is, yeah, because people want to change honesty to match what they want. Exactly,
That's
P.
a fact.
I
That's
believe
a
that.
fact.
And that goes into the needing different things from different people. It is my personal belief that there is no such thing long term as I'm okay with polygamy. I'm okay with multiple partners. You okay with a lot of shit until you have to stand in a line with somebody and get a number and you're not number one, or they got to make a choice on who the fuck they gonna save, or they got to make a choice on whose kids is more important, or whose house is gonna go into foreclosure, or whose heart you gonna get, or which one of y'all motherfuckers brought this STD in here because this we was all so comfortable.
See,
The
now
night
you
I wanted
talking
to fuck,
about
you
some
wasn't
nasty
wanting to
people.
fuck, so I went and fucked outside of here because I thought we was just fucking everybody and just fuck.
But see,
Wait,
that's not
Everybody's
STD
love.
comfortable
though?
until the shit hit the fan.
That's you
Hold
talking
on.
about an orgy. I'm
STD?
talking about love.
I'm talking about love. You
This
loved
Yeah,
all
motherfucker
of
that was
don't
those
an
know.
people
orgy.
you was in that
STD.
relationship with. Let's think about that show. What is that? Sister Wives. They all loved each other. They done raised each other's kids. They done did all of that. Guess who the first one out was to start acting a damn fool? The
The
one with
first wife,
one
right?
kid. The one with one kid. You want to know why? Because all them bitches got too many damn kids. And what the fuck you mean? I gotta still continue to put into this pot when I got one kid who's out of here, and y'all want me to keep doing and do pickups and do this and do that,
And that, but you know
and
what?
brought all kind of
That's a
shit
good
into that
example.
relationship.
But to me, that's just more of an example of white people trying to steal our style. That wasn't for Cody. That polygamy shit, that's not for Cody. That was for
Totally
black
is
kings
fine.
back in the day, and black kings because they took care of every one of the women the same. Like, dude was just trying to be a modern day pimp. He didn't really love all of them. You know what I mean? So just trying to steal our culture and be a culture vulture and shit backed up on them. But if you go back into our culture with like all of our people, that's how it you know what I mean? Like, that's how the shit works. The dudes have 40,
So I
50,
won't go
60
back into
kids,
our
20,
culture
30,
because the
40
more you
wives.
go into it, it's the even the not financially stable people
Right.
did it. It was more of the ones that was in a fucking hut, no water. Guess what? Because I need you to do the water. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. I'm telling y'all,
Right.
people don't do the actual studying. I've done it because I was like, this shit is impossible. Because for a minute, I thought I would be fine. Like, good, that would be cool. It would be, I never tried it. Mentally, I was like, okay, I could see it. But then when I thought about it, I was
Right.
like, yeah, you can see it because if you want the finances, the not having to do everything by yourself when you tired, but you can't
Right.
see it if you the one that ends up making $1 million and now everybody pulling from you. Because that's love. If I made a
I
million
don't know.
dollars, I would
I
retire my
think
husband, my mama, and my sister. That's love. You don't love nobody like that. It's convenient and
right.
y'all
That's what
came
I'm saying.
together.
People are misappropriating it. Just like, you know what I mean? Like, people are getting into these polygamous relationships like sometimes just for rent and financial reasons and
Right.
things of that nature.
Agreed.
Literally, like, that's just abusing the privilege though. But when it's really,
Agreed.
really someone with a heart that's big, you can't just love one person because your heart too big.
I love just
I
one
be
person.
sad sometimes that I gotta love so many people. I don't want to do all that all the time, but sometimes people just be needing me. Like, for real. Like, people be having a hell of a day and they just be, I just need tone. I just want to chill with this one person I already love. But now I gotta spread my love. Like, that shit is like tiresome.
Damn.
But you gotta do
So
it. My
if
heart
you
too
have
big.
multiples, what would you do? You know that you can't hug more than one person at a
They
time.
would probably just, you ever heard of somebody dying from a broken heart? Like, where their heart just break?
Yes.
That's
Yes,
probably, I'm a
Yes,
unfortunately,
candidate
that
yes.
for that. Like, I
yeah,
spread
I
my
know that
heart
that
so
happened before.
thin, the heart walls are thinning and it's about to break. I'm giving out too much love. And love is not always a sexual thing. That's why when you said the
No, that's the
STDs and the
easy
orgies,
part.
I was so shocked. Like, I don't sleep with everyone
So
I
you
love.
wasn't shocked at
Love is
anything
not
I
always
said. I
sexual.
went from
Yeah,
donating a heart, picking up kids,
right.
cooking. I did all of that, and you only tipping off the STD part.
Well, no, I'm just saying it's like love, people associate love with sex. It's not always the
Thank
same.
you, P. Just stay casually dating. Then you can do whatever you want. You can go as far as your little gas money can take you, the hours in the day. Because
Said
let me,
no
because I'm
gas
saying
money.
you got to go from one house to the other. Because you're never going to be able to do that
Right,
in one household. It's not even enough room on the couch. The couch got 3 cushions.
right.
So how you gonna have all these people?
I
Like
told
some
you
gonna
it's
sit on
not
the floor
always the
around
best
you?
choice. I'm not in a great relationship. I'm not in a polygamous relationship. I'm single.
That's why I'm
But it's
what is
because,
going
right. Nobody wants to be down with just like, oh,
Thank
he
you,
has a big
Danny. I
heart. I'm
gotta
gonna let him
smoke to
love
identify
just
with him
love
too.
freely.
Let me
It's
go get
either
an
me
edible. I'm
or yeah.
listening still. I need an edible because Tony's gonna make me have a heart attack. I'm sick of
I
his
I
like
shit.
need
that
All
another
energy.
right, I'm
drink.
gonna be good. I don't know what to say.
No, you saying
I
your
don't know
heart, and
what to
I
say.
believe
I'm
you
just
because you
trying
know it's
to
true.
be
But
good.
this shit, I didn't know you would steal this bad. I'm trying to. I want you to get married. A woman deserves you.
Listen, see, now you hearing my point. Me too. I would like to give this love to one person and be like a bomb ass husband. But I know as soon as I walk outside, watch all the people loose that need love, gonna run right to
Tony,
me. Oh, there
you know
goes
what you
somebody
need,
with a
dog?
big heart.
You know what you need? You need that weird science machine from the 90s. Remember that movie Weird Science where you
I
could build?
love that
That's
movie.
And
what you
make my
need.
own girl.
On God, you
Right.
need that,
Oh
bro.
God,
I, oh,
You
we
need that.
all need one though.
well,
Just to be
shit.
clear.
You got one? Right. Yeah, I'm looking for someone good. I'm telling you, I'm a good person. I'm really lovable. But you got to keep me in the house and you got to just keep walking with me. Because if I get by myself, I love too many people.
P said, tell us it's exactly they're good until they not. She stayed in the park. Yet. Mm-hmm. Nope, they're not transparent. They don't give a they ain't considering no goddamn flaws. Or the families involved. Because it's other people that look, that's too much shit. You go get married to one person, and after you do that for 30 days, you'll be like, fuck another motherfucker. Uh, I think he should just like get married.
Nah, he shouldn't
I
do that.
can't just find a wife. You act like it's easy.
Nah, he
Like
can't do that.
you got a husband. You the one on here that's married. Like, tell us the secret shit.
Bueller.
Bueller. Bueller. My secret is I prayed.
Mm.
And my other secret is because let me tell you, before I got married, in my head, I was always going to be with my ex um for special occasions and I was going to be married. I never admitted this to nobody before, but that was what how I was going to live my life. I got to have the best of both worlds. I never had to let go of him and I could be married. Then after I fell in love for real and told myself said, huh? I said, girl, you can't keep dating people that sell dope. And I said,
So,
you right.
huh?
And then I said, this man loves you. And I said, he do. And I got married.
Okay.
So I
Well,
got
I'm gonna
out
get
of my own way.
right. It just seems like you stayed true to yourself then.
You have to, but you have to get out of your own way. See, you're
Right.
not listening. I had to get out of my own way.
I'm gonna propose to somebody then.
I think that you
Don't
should.
do it.
I
No,
am.
no,
I'm gonna
don't do
propose
it.
and see how that
We're
engagement
gonna
goes.
do a show for Tony.
No,
Tony finding love.
we
I'm
got
gonna
a real,
propose and see what happens.
real love with Tony.
But you know what I think's gonna happen? I
What?
think I'm gonna end up maybe just giving my love to one person, and boy, the world gonna fail. They gonna a lot of people gonna be missing love, and I'm gonna be like, I can't help you. I can't help you. And now what? Like, come on, Martin Luther King, Gandhi, Jesus, they main message: love, 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 love. And here I am holding back love, like I'm not better than them.
Hey, no, whoa. Hey, you're right in line because You know what I'm saying? I love my man Martin and what he did for us, but Martin had hoes. We know that. Come on, man.
All them men cheated.
Let's not get it twisted. Martin had hoes.
He
That's
just
true.
was
That's
respectful
bad,
enough not
very
to let
bad
it get back
example
to
now
his
that I
wife.
think about that.
My
And
nigga had
Gandhi
hoes.
hated niggas now that I think about that too. Yeah, okay. So bad examples on those. But what I'm saying is, I'm telling you, like, for real, like, God give us a purpose. Right now, your purpose in life is to be married, to be that man's wife, whatever. My purpose right now is to love people. Like, when God want me to have a wife, he gonna send me a wife. But right now, he's sending me to people that need love and have holes in their heart, and I feel them.
So you should be a therapist. And to your point,
Nah,
Tara, yes, that is how people end up just getting married just because they want a man, and they
bro.
be so infatuated, like, oh my God, this is one that wants to get married. I never ever hear that. Let
Right.
me align with him.
Right. And if that's God's purpose for me, then it's gonna align, and then he's gonna be at my wedding party. We're gonna be clowning, having fun, all that shit. But until then, it's somebody that didn't get the love that they deserve, and God's gonna put me in front of them.
Okay, so Danielle said, uh, Tony, if I wear different wigs, would that work? I'm trying to tell you. Can we
And now,
offer
see,
solution?
you know I'm a Scorpio. If you
Danielle
wear
is
different
funny
wigs,
as
I'm gonna
shit.
love
Oh
the
my
shit out of
God.
you. I'm gonna tell you that. Like, no
Um,
cap, I ain't even gonna lie. Just from being on this live stream for 1 hour, I think I love Bambi. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure. But she seems like a person I could love. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I like her hair. I like her background. Like, she has some good comments on the show. She seems lovable. Like, I don't know. So is that fair for me to just be like, no, this love's not for her, God? No. You know what I mean? So it's up to God. Don't blame me,
nobody
blame God.
told you not to give out your love. Where did you get that from?
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
just want to know who told you not. None of us said don't give out your love.
Oh, okay. Well, you keep talking about getting married. If I get married, I have to keep my love to myself. Just me and my wife.
You can
No, you
still
don't.
give love to other people.
No, you
Black
don't.
wives don't go for that.
Nah, you just can't give them the jewels. That's all you can give them.
And
The
I
love.
don't give everybody the Jews. I respect myself, but my love is so
Exactly. So
big
why can't you get married?
because a lot. It's just hard. It's really hard. Like,
At this
people don't.
point,
Girls are jealous.
come on, let's get married. Let's get married. Come on.
I'm down.
Are you
I'll do it.
crazy?
Come
See,
on.
that's how love works. You know what I
Let's
mean?
get married.
I came on the show single, and now I'm engaged. Right.
I'm just saying. I got the magic.
I'm dead.
I
I
got
got
the magic. I'm glad I could help you. Okay. So
love.
once again, how you start out saying I want to be single and then the relationship ends up changing. What do? So your answer is, remember you said you didn't have no answer. Everybody else had one. You did. Your answer is you propose.
Yeah. I mean, change with them. Shit. They want to change. Let's change. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to hurt nobody. If that's what you want to make it work, engagement, we engage. But I'm telling you, if somebody try to take me to the Applebee's for a little all you can eat or something, I'm gonna go.
To each his own. Just bring me a doggy bag.
Or you could just take me. This is what I'm saying. Don't let nobody else get a hold of me because you know I got loose love. Just hold me tight. That's it. Just hold me tight. You won't never have to worry about me. I just love on you. But if you let me go, this love gonna find somebody.
I'm done.
Jesus.
That's a wrap. That's the end
That's
of the show.
a wrap. That's it. On that note, oh my God.
Okay.
I have never in my life heard loose love, but we're gonna tap into that a little bit later.
Cheers, Tony.
Oh my God. So everybody could go around and tell people where to find you, and then I will end the show.
Homie.
You can find me on Instagram, like I said, if you're interested in making money. If you live out here in Vegas, you can find me on the strip, maybe with Bambi, maybe not. I don't know. Whatever. You just look for me. Google me, Tony. Call Ada. She got my number. She'll give it to you. Whatever.
I'm not giving Tony's number. I need it for when I need love. Shit. I'm
He's
that
gonna
jealous
his
bitch. We
points
just
all
talked
he
about
wants.
that. Not going down.
You know, if you don't want your executive producer dancing all in the videos, come to Death Row. Nah. The famous homie on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Y'all know where to find me. Y'all know what I do. Holla at your boy. We on here every Thursday, getting fucked up, saying weird shit. Tune in every
That's what
Thursday.
everybody else is thinking.
You feel me?
Okay.
Well,
So
you guys already know.
go ahead, Bambi.
You guys already know it's your Bam. You guys can find me on Instagram __ many shades of Bambi. You guys can find me on Facebook.
Uh-oh.
You guys can find me on Facebook, Princess Armani, and Twitter, Bambi1. I really don't be on Twitter like that. But you guys stay tuned. We got a lot of things stored for you guys. February 12th. February 12th, we do have the virtual classes starting. So let's get on that, ladies, so I can teach you guys some things to take home to your men or your women before Valentine's Day. Let me get you a little, sex appeal going. So, yeah.
So, you guys, this is actually my channel, so you can subscribe. Melanin Madam. You can follow me across all platforms on Melanin Madam. For our production company on Poetic Ghost Production, tomorrow we will be giving, having casting calls for our Big Man Season reality show that is coming up from 2 to 7 for an actual taping in February. So come out tomorrow and audition if you like, and make sure that you bring me a birthday gift because my birthday is on Monday. And what else do we have? Bambi already mentioned the class that we are having on the 12th. It is going to be an after the dark class and getting your sexy back. And for some people, learning how to be sexy. 5 moves at a time. Don't worry. It's user friendly to everybody. You can have your camera on, or you can cut it off and do it in the privacy of your own home. Whatever you do, just have fun. But you can reach out to us to join those classes. So that is it from us. I want to thank our guests and then our clicks. So we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
Peace out.